كم صعبة يعني. session, everyone. We are waiting for participants to join. We'll start the session few minutes. Till then, you can go through our social media platforms and our meetup communities. I've already shared the link in the chat box, and as well as you can redeem your learning achievement badges till the time we wait for the participants to join. I've shared the link, badge link SC200 in the chat box. Till then, you can redeem your badges and hang tight. We will start the session in few minutes. Steven, I've shared contact of Mr. Vivek Balasundaram, contact and email ID. He's my colleague. For more details regarding this, you can connect with him. Hello, Sheetal ma'am. Am I audible clearly?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Am I
sure.
audible?
It's coming low. Voice is
Okay,
low.
I'll just increase my voice. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So we'll start with the today's session. So hello and welcome everyone. A very good morning. I'm Shubh Parmar, your host for today's webinar. My team and I are here to make sure you have a seamless and engaging experience. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to use the chat window. We are here to help. The topic for today is Advanced Threat Hunting and Microsoft Sentinel, SIEM and SOAR Essentials. About the ATC community, this webinar is hosted by the ATC community, a hub for enthusiasts passionate about cloud technologies, AI, machine learning, IoT, open source development, and DevOps. So today's event is sponsored by Synergetics. Synergetics is a leading edge learning solutions provider in India, offering specialized training and consulting services. We empower businesses and professionals to thrive in today's fast evolving tech landscape by delivering transformative learning experiences. Our core focus is on enabling digital transformation through innovative skilling programs, advisory services, and end to end implementation support. From modernizing IT frameworks to mastering emerging technologies like AI, cloud computing, and DevOps, Synergetics is committed to equipping you with the tools and knowledge to succeed. These are the learning solutions which are offered by Synergetics, which is persona based onboarding, onboarding add on, certification, certification add on, reskilling, emerging technology training, certification hackathon, cloud adoption, latest technology training, sales, pre sales training, practice playbook, and architecting. This is the Microsoft certification skilling journey. The journey begins with the fundamental certification, then progresses to advanced role based certifications, and finally to expert level certifications. We run communities on Meetup. This is the emerging technology community. Anyone who are eager to learn about technological knowledge can join this community on Meetup. We have multiple communities in Pune, Gujarat, Nagpur, and Indore. Those who are interested to join this community, please log into Meetup app and gain your knowledge for free. We are thrilled to have Ms. Sheetal Thakre as a today's speaker. She's a certified Microsoft trainer and a consultant at Synergetics. She brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in AI and cloud technologies. The agenda for this webinar is building custom queries, automation rules, and real-time incident response simulations. This is the learning plan, which includes self-learning plan, mentoring, and exam prep sessions, and knowledge assessments. If you want to know more, you can connect with us. As you all know, we are providing a complimentary learning achievement badges for this session, which includes an overview of the module topics which are related to this webinar. You can share the badges on your LinkedIn and X profile. To get the badge activated, you just need to follow the steps you can see on the screen, and you can redeem the badges. And I've already shared the link in the chat box. You have to follow the code of conduct, which will create respectful environment for all the participants. And also, participants, please note you are not allowed to take screenshot of the presentation and cannot do screen recording. I would like to take a moment to share some information about the certification workshops we conduct at Synergetics.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. So this Saturday webinars we have been attending are designed to give you a brief overview and summary of the full course content. However, the actual certification training programs for this course is run over 4 days. and we are currently offering them at a special discounted rate exclusively for the webinar attendees. For more details regarding this public training calendar, I've shared contact of Mr. Vivek Balasundaram, his contact and email ID. You can connect with him for more details regarding this courses. So, all right, everyone, it's time for a quick quiz to make our session a little more interactive and fun. We have 5 questions lined up, and each one will test your knowledge of today's topic. Don't worry, it's all about learning. Think of this as a chance to check how much you have picked up. So, after every question, just drop your answers in the chat box. So, question number one is, which of the following best describes Microsoft's Sentinel? Quickly drop your answers in the chat box. So, yes, D is the correct answer, a cloud native SIEM and SOAR solution. Jump to the next question. What is the primary purpose of SOAR in Microsoft Sentinel? Is it A, B, C, or D? Quickly drop your answers in the chat box. I request everyone to please answer. Don't worry, it's just for your learning. Well, that's correct. B is the right answer. I see everyone answering correctly. To automate and orchestrate incident response actions is the right answer. We'll jump to the next question. In Microsoft Sentinel, which feature is used for proactive threat hunting? Is it A, B, C, or D? Quickly drop your answers. So, the right answer for this question is option A, notebooks. We'll try. We'll jump to the next question. What kind of data does Microsoft Sentinel primarily ingest? Is it A, B, C, or D? So, yes, B is the right answer. Well done. Security events and logs from multiple sources. We will jump to the last question now. Which of the following is an example of automation in Microsoft Sentinel? Is it A, B, C, or D? So the last question, quickly drop your answers in the chat box. Thank you so much everyone for listening to me. Sheetal ma'am, you can take over from here.
Thank you, Shuk. Sharing my screen. All right, let us start. Greetings of the day, all. Good morning. This is Sheetal Thakre. I am MCT, Microsoft Certified Trainer. I will be the speaker for today's title, Advanced Threat Hunting with Microsoft Sentinel. Microsoft Sentinel is the SIEM and SOAR tool, and the agenda for today's webinar is to check on threat hunting, what all concepts are provided in the Microsoft Sentinel related to threat hunting. You might have heard the word you start with hypothesis when you are exploring the concept of hunting. So, what is that hypothesis? How to create it? What are the various stages hypothesis goes through? Whether this hunting concept is applicable to Sentinel only or there is any other tool wherein you can go for the hunting. Use of search jobs. Why you require search jobs when you want to explore the logs or go for hunting. When we say that we are hunting the environment for detecting threats, anomalies, incidents. So you need to use the queries. Queries will be in KQL language. So we will quickly go and check the syntax of KQL language. How to create analytics rules and what are the different ways for automated response. So that will be the agenda. Before we switch to the threat hunting concept, you should have some background which is provided by this SC200 Microsoft Associate Level Certificate, SOC Analyst, and the background required is of the basic concepts related to security fields. And when you talk about specifically the Sentinel environment, so you should be knowing that you deploy this Sentinel using the workspace because there should be some space wherein you are collecting the logs. The logs you are collecting from different environment, on-premise, multi-cloud, native cloud. For that, you require a central place which is called as log analytics workspace. Once that is deployed, you need to get it connected with the different environments. For that, there is a component called as data connector. So logs can be from the Windows machine, they can be from the Linux machine, they can be from the firewall. So depending on the component, you are connecting the various environments, third-party solutions. So depending on what you are connecting, from where you are collecting the logs, you will have different types of data connectors. If you feel that the standard data connectors are not serving your purpose, then custom data connectors can also be created with the help of logic apps. Once you connect your workspace with the different environment, the sources of the logs, you need to go for configuration of retention also. For how much time you want to retain the log. Again, this is the factor which will affect your budget. Longer time you are storing logs, you are going to be billed for more number of hours. So after analysis, what should be the required time? You will be configuring the log retention. Once the data is stored in the log analytics workspace, you can create custom dashboards for your team, SOC team. That concept is the workbook. everywhere whenever you want to explore the logs, you will find that KQL is in picture, Kusto query language. So anyone who is exploring the concept of Sentinel, they should be well versed with this Kusto query language, KQL language. That is supposed to be the read only. It is exploring the logs from the log analytics workspace. When we say read only, it means you cannot create the new table using KQL. Once the logs are there is a feature called as analytics rules, which will give you the alerts generated. So when you say that you are connecting your workspace using data connectors, certain resources will give you the alerts itself as the data collected instead of logs. So few of the examples you can say that Defender for Cloud is there, from where you will get the alerts. Those alerts can be converted into incidents in Sentinel. So for that, you have a different section in the analytics rule, wherein you can club the related alerts from the different Microsoft security solutions under the incident, so that lesser noise will be there for you and your SOC team will be efficiently able to mitigate and handle all the incidents. Once those basic parts are configured, threat hunting will be, those previous parts are like reactive security approach, wherein some incident is appearing in your environment and you are, that is getting captured with the help of analytics rule. Here under configuration you find. So that is a reactive approach to the security. But when you say hunting, it's a proactive approach to the security, wherein even if few of the incidents are skipped or they are not detected by any other security solutions, as in Defender for Cloud, Defender for XDR, which has 4 components, Defender for Office 365, Defender for Endpoint, Defender for Identities, which are taking care of on-prem identities, and there is MDCA, Defender for Cloud Apps, which is your CASB solution by the Microsoft, also referred as MCAS. So if these solutions are not able to detect any anomalous situation in your environment, threat hunting is the concept. Rather, proactive security approach you will take. You will build your own queries and will continuously scan log analytics workspace using those queries. And you will try to monitor the results for the unwanted anomalous situation so that you can mitigate the or take the actions to prevent future attack. You will also get the graphical view when you are exploring different Microsoft security solutions about how the incident proceeded, which are the different assets impacted, and then once the incident is there in your environment, whether with the help of some kind of automation, can you assign it to someone, change its status, notify SOC team about it on mail, on some team, provide the details along with the link to investigate the incident. All those are the part of automation which are taken care with the help of automation rule as well as playbooks. So you find this SC 200 is the course which is covering 50% of the course is covering Sentinel and 50% is exploring the rest of the security solutions. So for infra security, you have Microsoft Defender for cloud, and then for M365 environment, you got Microsoft Defender XDR solution. So SC200 is giving you quite a good idea. Associate, not expert, because the scripting or designing part will be there when you go for the expert level. You should be aware about the overall architecture as well as how to handle all the incidents or onboarding or most of the tasks with the help of scripting designing level. Here it is associate level wherein it is giving you idea about all the portals, their features, how they work. So more 90% UI way you will be exploring these. Few of the things you can go and explore using the JSON scripts or KQL for that matter, wherein you are working with the Gusto query language. So let us quickly, as our topic is what? Threat hunting using the Microsoft Sentinel. Let us quickly go through the what exactly you get on the Sentinel portal. What are the different controls you will be able to configure before you proceed towards the advanced threat hunting. Sentinel is supposed to be the single pane of glass. Why it is called as single pane of glass? Because it is getting the visibility from all the environment on premise, native Azure cloud, multi cloud, AWS, GCP support is there. So you are getting the logs from all environment into log analytics workspace on which the Sentinel is deployed. So this is your log analytics workspace on which the Sentinel is deployed, and this is connected to your on-prem environment, your native cloud environment, as well as support is there for multi-cloud environment. And from the single dashboard of the Sentinel, you can have the visibility to all the environment. So it is called as single pane of glass. Security information, you are getting the logs, alerts, event management, you are creating the incidents out of this, anomalous events, and you are mitigating them. Orchestration, automation, response. So you are using the automation rules and you are using the playbooks to notify about the incident, assign it to someone, start investigating. If one user is found suspicious, send the signals to Entra ID to block that or disable that user. So what is required here? To collect the logs and try to detect the uncovered threats uncovered by other security solutions, as in Microsoft Defender for Cloud, Microsoft Defender for Office 365, or together Microsoft Defender XDR. Other environment also you can connect Intune portal, Intra ID, Purview portal, any third party solution. So you investigate those incidents and respond them. So these are the four steps or the tasks which are being done. For doing this, you get these different components on your Sentinel screen. Parsers are what? When you are creating syslogs, non-Microsoft logs. So they may be collected. The important fields may be collected as the message in a single field. But the log tables will have certain format. Consider that there are three columns and all the values of these three columns will be in a single cell. So you have to parse this so that you will get the value of each and every field here populated in your log table. And further you will process it with the help of KQL query. Workbooks are giving you the feature for creating the custom dashboards. Analytics rule, you write KQL queries, create the incidents out of it. Hunting queries are not necessarily you have to write them, start from scratch. They will come with data connectors. So whatever for day-to-day SOC operations, the analytics rules or hunting queries are required. Already the Microsoft and the research community professionals, they have contributed and created the repository of this. They are also the part of data connector. So you can start with those queries which are already there in your portal as a part of data connector. If you feel that you are very good in Python and you want to proceed with threat hunting investigation task using Python, so connection with the Python and creating the notebooks. So you get the advantage of machine learning models and Python to proceed with the investigation hunting task. Watchlists allow you to create custom tables. Of course, in your environment, there will be certain server names, IPs, priority users, which you want to monitor, servers, which you want to monitor, high priority data. So you can be listing them in the CSV format, uploading them under the watchlist feature. And this will act as any other table. You can be joining this with the log tables, which are stored in log analytics workspace. So that this will give you in your log analytics the feature to explore this using the KQL. So whether my high priority server is involved in any of the incident alert. So with that respect, you can search your logs. When we say that the workspace can be deployed under different architecture. So you may be having the single tenant. If there are mergers, acquisitions, you may have multiple tenants. If you are MNC, then for data compliance, you may require different workspaces, regional level data you are collecting. So all those will have certain advantages, disadvantages. So there are features called as Workspace Manager. Then Azure Lighthouse is there, which will allow you to manage the workspaces, multiple workspaces, hierarchical workspaces, as well as the workspaces in the different tenant, different regions. You will find there are roles specific to the Sentinel. When you want to explore the Sentinel portal, with the right kind of RBAC, you go to Sentinel portal, set the data retention. There are different kinds of logs. Here you won't perform any search operation. You need your logs to be of type analytics so that you will be able to operate them using the KQL language. Each type of log will have different features associated with them. There is this place called as log analytics on the Sentinel portal, wherein you will be able to explore all the tables which are there in your log analytics workspace, and you will be able to query them using the KQL syntax. Type text feature you will find sort of is present there. Once you start typing the name of a table, it will give you those related options, column names as well. These are the tables you will be exploring continuously to check on the security events in your environment. How you create watch list? By uploading them. It is also possible to edit them later on and then check on the contents. Now this is like as good as a log table. So you will be able to join them with the rest of the standard log tables. Threat intelligence is your indicator of compromise. If you feel that certain URL, file hash, IP address is a threat for your environment, you will block that by creating IOC. So whether this feature is available only with the Sentinel, you'll find it is there in the Defender portal as well. So here also you are creating a repository for you. The table will be threat intelligence indicator. So that you will be able to explore and also join it with the standard log tables. You will find there are lot many connectors available. More than 300 connectors are available. So where you find all this, let us go to the portal. I am sharing my screen to the portal so that you'll get the view. From the portal as well. So here you find this is my portal.azure.com. Whatever just now we explored on the slides, say log analytics workspace. So do I have any log analytics workspace? Defender workspace is there. Where you get the option for that log retention that you can explore. Data retention. You will be able to change it, save it. What about the Sentinel If I search Sentinel here, before that, quickly, there was a reference to Sentinel roles. Go to roles and administrators and try to search with the Sentinel. Subscription roles. Select the subscription and go to the IAM access control roles. Try to check with Sentinel. Here you find these different roles are there related to the Sentinel feature, automation contributor, business app agent operator, Sentinel contributor, playbook operator, Sentinel reader responder. So with the required role, after assigning here, you should go to your Microsoft Sentinel. Search with the Sentinel here, which is the SIEM and SOAR tool. You should have the workspace. And this is the dashboard for the Sentinel. Here, these are the various features you get. So this is the logs. If the workspace, which workspace? Defender workspace has collected any log. You can explore them from here as well. You'll get the listing of table here, if any table is there. If I start typing to check on security incident, security alert, security events table, you find this help is there. I just want to explore if at all there is any data. You do not have as such any data here in this portal. This syntax is of KQL, Kusto query language. You will find standard tables are there. You'll find standard log tables are there from the different environments whenever you are connecting your log analytics workspace. Let us check whether this usage table is having any sample data. Whether Azure activity is having any sample data. So likewise, you will find if the data is there. How you will receive these logs, you find once you go to the Content Hub. Different components are there which can be installed connected here. Under the content type, you will find there are more than 300 data connectors. If I try to explore them, the support is for AWS environment, Azure Activity, Cisco, Palo Alto, Alibaba Cloud, and lot many you'll be able to find here. So this shows that the Sentinel can ingest the data from various environments. Right. Few of them are installed as well. So you go and check in configurations, data connectors. Now installation is one part, connection is another part. You do not find anything is connected here. Everything is grayed out. You have to connect it and then you will start receiving the data from this environment. With these data connectors, you will find that you are also getting lot many hunting queries. So you do not have to start and write everything from the scratch. These hunting queries are already there in your environment if the log analytics workspace is connected. So if I want to check on this, what this Azure NSG administrative operations is telling me about. You try to click on this query here and you get this query. In your log analytics section. So from here, you can be modifying it. You can be verifying its result. Each and everything here you find is a KQL post query language syntax. More or less, it is similar to the SQL. You should start with the table name. This is how you create a variable. You start with the table name and you try to filter out its data. Filtered out data, when you execute this query, will be your result. So Azure activity, whatever activity is performed in this portal, this will be captured here with these filters, of course. So whether we have any activity performed in this portal, you can check it in the activity logs. So activity log, Azure activity is one of the data connector wherein you can find who has done, who has initiated, which person, which service has initiated this activity, who is deleting my components. So this is the log you will get in your log analytics workspace and you can be writing the KQL query which will be converted into analytics rule related to this. So what can be query? Azure activity table where operation name is delete deployment script. So that can be the logic of your analytics rule, which will give you notified if this event occurs in your environment. So all these column names you will be using in your hunting queries or in general queries which are giving you alerts. So if you go here under the analytics, you won't find any active rule is there. But you got again lot many templates here, rule templates. So whether you need to start everything from the scratch, not necessarily. So you can refer the MITRE attack techniques and tactics also here. Tactics are specified. So if you are interested in attack of kind persistence or stealing credentials, executing malicious scripts, doing lateral movements, trying to delete the proofs of malicious activity, defensive Azure. So you find that lot many templates are there, already written queries are there for the different data sources, which you will be able to use in your environment. Not necessarily everything you will be starting from the scratch. AD user enabled and password not set within 48 hours. So this will give you alert of low severity. Here, if you click, it will give you the details. What it is doing exactly, all the description, whether the alert suppression is configured in this template or not, logic of this alert generation, here you find in the form of when I say create rule for this, you will find in the set so what this query is using, it is using the various tables and features. Like here you find that whenever something is let, this is the variable which will have 3 days period. So this is going to check the table security events for the 3 days ago data logs, wherein the event ID is between 4722 4723. It is trying to find out the related computer user account. User has either not yet attempted to set the initial password after the account was enabled, or it occurred after 48 hours. So all the alert rules and this hunting queries which you get you will find there is a feature called as MITRE attack. Those are also mapped here. So if I show you, let me adjust my screen. If I show you analytics rules template, they are mapped here as per MITRE attack. From here also, you can check on, because whenever you experience or your organization experiences attack scenario, the threat actor follows these tactics, these steps. Preliminary survey of your organization, your environment. Then to breach it, it will try to develop the malicious resources. Using that, it will try to gain the initial access. Once the access is received, it will try to execute those, execute those malicious scripts. For long time, it will try to execute that every time user is logging in. Once the credentials are stolen, using that, ask for more permissions, privilege escalation. Whatever traces are there of the previous malicious activities, try to delete those, try to steal the credentials, get the data, and move the encrypt data or move the data outside your environment. While doing so, we'll try to move laterally, access the different servers. So lateral movement also you will find. We'll try to control those servers. So these are the different 13, 14 tactics which are given by the MITRE attack framework. So you find those hunting queries also. They are in your environment mapped with this tactics and techniques. So you can use this and create a hunt. So you have to collect these queries under create hunt and run them continuously. If you are getting the result in the incremental format, it means that yes, your organization has some related activities, illicit activities, threat actors activities, malicious payloads executed in your environment. So when we say hunt, what should be the basis of that, how you should proceed? So hunting queries, you now know that they are written in KQL, what is the format, how you are getting the data, column names, table names. You are getting this from log analytics workspace. You use KQL, you write those queries. Not necessarily you have to start from scratch. Not many repositories are there. This portal is also giving you with the data connector. Right? How many hunting queries are there as of now? You find two, three, five are there, which are coming with different data connectors. You can run all of them and check whether you get some result. So I am running all these queries. Wherever you find that the result is non-zero, you should look for those queries. It means that some related activities it is successful in finding in your environment. In your environment as in from the logs collected here in this log analytics workspace. It takes some time. It will give you result count. As of now, two of them have non-zero result. You are interested in non-zero result. Let this complete. So now you find here 5 of them has non-zero result. Maybe refresh your portal, you'll get this data. You should be watching out for these queries. Result delta, which is the difference between 24 hours count. If you find it incremental, then you find user overrides are there, ZAP related, 0-day threat related, URL click related, admin override related, events you should be monitoring. Explicitly run this to check on the results. As a result, it may give you multiple records. So it is possible that out of those 5050 results it is giving you, 3-4 are related to your high profile user. High profile user, the person, the admin who is having more privileges. So you will bookmark those 2-3 queries for those related users, and then you will try to investigate them. So bookmark feature also you get when you are trying to hunt something. So you show interest in those results, query running results, and you are interested in further investigating that. Certain queries you want to monitor in lifetime, real time, not exactly real time. Certain delay will always be there, microseconds, seconds, minutes. But live streaming gives you the running of that query, provided there are certain limitations, conditions, whether every query can be added into live stream. So that option is, you need to check for the limitations. You'll find add to live stream is the option here. Create hunt is also the option here. So here this query will be running and you will get its graph plotted in the real time. So the changes, fluctuations you need to monitor here now. Now how exactly you start with this? So let us go and check on few of the concepts which are related to threat hunting. Sharing my screen to the slides. After exploring the portal with Sentinel feature, you have to start your hunt with the hypothesis. What is hypothesis? In layman's language, assumption. You say, let us assume that x is equal to 5. This is what we have done so many times during our school days. And then we try to solve some equation with the variables, considering x is 5. So here also, and then if that equation with the variables is validated, we say that the value of x is 5 or value of y, you evaluate something. So you are getting it validated. Same thing you will apply here. Your assumption will be what? Checking on the logs. If you feel that your environment is getting lot of unsuccessful login attempts or login failure or sign-in risk related to any of the user, or lot of MFA authentication method changes, or password spray attack, brute force attack on certain user's account, and that user supposed to be the admin, priority user, having lot of privileges. So you may feel that in a near future, these 4 5 people, they their credentials will be stolen. Brute force attack scenario will be there. So that is your assumption. So you start with the assumption that credential access or credential stealing, this situation can be experienced. So with respective to that, whatever previously I had listed, you will be creating the KQL queries for that to check on the login failure attempts, login in different time zone, login in different time slot, login from the different device than the usual pattern of user admin. So you will try to write the KQL queries and check on the data. If your data follows your assumption, you say that this is not my assumption, this is validated. So this hypothesis goes through the unvalidated state to validated or nullified. No need to proceed with this assumption. Or you may be wrong, considering that this attack can be experienced. The KQL queries, if written properly, they are written properly, but they are not giving any result. That was the genuine user who traveled to some different location related to project or personal vacation and is trying to also do the work from the different. So that can be genuine case as well. So you then invalidate. But if it is following the results and you ask that user is at the same place as always, you say this is the validated assumption, hypothesis, and then nullified. No need to proceed with this. So you find this is the cycle, develop the hypothesis, data review, related what queries, for what queries you need tactics, techniques, and then queries, and execute those queries, whether the response of that queries is as per your hypothesis. Monitor it for 2 3 days continuously, fine tune them, and then conclude your hypothesis. Each and every stage will be documented here for the further reference. So hypothesis you should keep achievable. Whenever you want to hunt, you cannot come up with the abrupt assumption or hypothesis. Keep it achievable. Don't perform a hunt where you know that you have no hope of finding any result. Keep the scope narrow. Avoid broad hypotheses such as I am going to hunt for strange logon. This also you should avoid. Just give me a minute here. I need to answer the doorbell. I'll be back in a minute. Let us start. So we were checking on the things you need to keep in mind while you are developing the hypothesis. I am going to hunt for strange logons. So try to get the guidelines from the MITRE ATT&CK framework. Try to proceed as per the steps, as in tactics. From that tactic, how many techniques are there? For those techniques, you already queries are there for each and every tactic technique in the repository. You collect them or similar applicable to your environment. You write them, group them, and try to monitor their results. So I am going to hunt for the strange logons. Instead of that, be specific that you are going to build the hypothesis related to certain attack. Keep it time bound. You are looking for any sign-in since beginning of your logs. 3 days back, 5 days back, a week, likewise. For next 3 days, next 5 days. Keep it useful and efficient. So you'll find this all is going to make your efforts more fruitful. Otherwise, when you define the vague and abstract things, you won't be able to conclude them. So here also it is telling you, you should take the reference of the MITRE ATT&CK. It's critical to understand the tactic, technique, and procedure you are searching for. So you proceed as per the MITRE ATT&CK. So you will find in Azure portal that feature you are getting bookmarking also. This just now we went to the portal and checked on this. Same thing I have demonstrated you. Bookmarking feature also you get in the, so whenever in the Azure portal, so whenever you are creating any analytics rule, you find that custom rule, even though not mandatory, but you have the option. This is the rule created by you. You can attach it with the MITRE ATT&CK tactic and technique. Same queries you get with the data connectors. Run them, check their results, bookmark them so that you will investigate them in more depth. Try to find out the root cause try to do the root cause analysis for this. Use the live stream option so that in real time you will be able to get the changes in the result. Now the syntax, those who are not familiar with the KQL, before starting with the analytics rule and hunting, you should be very good regarding the KQL syntax. You should have the understanding, because whenever you go wrong in typing, that section of log analytics will provide you the help type text to correct your syntax related debugging feature. But you should have the overall understanding what exactly, how exactly the KQL queries are written. So there are lot many tutorials related to this. You will find. You start with the table name. Table name is there in the the standard tables from the log analytics workspace. Same table name you will be using here because all the data you are exploring from the log analytics workspace. With the pipe operator, each and every section is differentiated as in the table name, clauses to filter the data from table. So here storm events is the table name where it is trying to find out the data between certain duration 1st of November to 1st of December. So table name, then comes pipe, filtering criteria. Suppose this table has 100 rows. Now, in between this, there may be say 75 rows. Out of 100, now you got 75. From this 75, next filtering criteria is state is Florida. So suppose 30 satisfy. So from 75, you are getting the rows satisfying state equal to Florida is 30. So it is counting those rows and 30, you may get the output. Here it is 28 they are saying. So in between this, you are getting 28. So likewise, you should be familiar with the syntax and logic of KQL queries. Case sensitivities. These are management commands. They are different. So this tutorial also give you the KQL references, how you proceed. Here you find how you create the hunting queries in the Microsoft Sentinel. So if you feel that you want to write your own queries and you do not want to proceed with the inbuilt queries which are coming with the data connectors, so you will be write your own queries as well, or you will be able to modify these queries as well. So here it is giving you the steps that you can create a new query. This new query option is there on your Sentinel, which is deployed on cybersecurity SOC workspace. There can be multiple workspaces as well. New query you write or use these queries. Give the name, description. Here now you will have to write a KQL query syntax. Your own logic you will have to build. They have given one example here. Mapping test it is doing. So here you find that as per the log tables column names, it is trying to map them with the synonym. So maybe if the in the result, how you want to display it. So those standard columns, they are mapped with the variable names, user-friendly names. Associate it with the MITRE ATT&CK custom query. You can clone the existing query. So select the hunting query, which is coming with the data connector. Clone it, maybe modify it as per your requirement. So everything you do not have to write from a scratch. The portal is helping you. The data connectors, content hub is helping you because in the content hub, you will also find data connectors are there, hunting queries are there, analytics rules are there. So those can be pulled from the content hub into your environment. keep the track of data during hunting with the Sentinel. So, as you might have heard, or those who are maybe new to this, whatever sharing my screen, whatever screen we have seen here of the Sentinel, this is from portal.azure.com. But those new customer, they might get this in the Defender portal. Security.microsoft.com. And features also will be available for this Sentinel to operate from the security.microsoft.com Defender portal. But here you will find we should also have the license M365 E5 license to proceed with this feature. If you have the license, then you will find that other features will also appear from the Defender portal. Right now, other features are not appearing, other defenders, because the license is not there. Here it is giving you the option for the Sentinel. So on this subscription, whatever workspace you have selected to deploy Sentinel on, you should select that and you will be able to explore the features of Sentinel from this portal as well. But here, as per the documentation, you find that bookmarks can only be created in the Azure portal. While you can't add bookmark in the Defender portal, you can see bookmarks that were already created. You cannot create, but you will be able to check on them from the Defender portal. So few of the differences are there, but most of the functionality you will find that will be accessible. How you add the bookmark? Is there any limit? Live stream feature, just now we added one query to the live stream, right? So you get all the details about this. Now the next is automated response. When you say that you have workspace, you have deployed Sentinel on it, you have connected all your intra portal, you have connected your Microsoft Defender for cloud, Azure activity, you have connected Microsoft Defender XDR portal, information protection and compliance portal, Microsoft Purview. You have connected your Purview account, which is for your data governance, and so on, your on-prem, if it is there, any third party. Now, the scope of log will be too much. You will have the analytics rule created, you will have the alerts already coming from security alert is the table which will be populated from different environments. So in that case, the scope will be too much. The SOC analysts, the SOC team will be overwhelmed if you are trying to investigate each and everything, remediate each and everything manually. So there are few things which can be automated. Again, it depends on your skill, how you are creating a playbook, which will instruct your enter ID, which will instruct your Intune related to device management, maybe to initiate some scan, antivirus scan, or so when we say that a certain app is very user friendly, its UI is very good, it has lot many features. So ultimately, this depends on the skill of the app developer. So here also you have the logic apps feature. You can configure them with the UI way or with the scripting way. So how good you are in that logic, so that kind of automation you can proceed with. So whether you have to develop each and every playbook from the scratch, no. Lot many playbooks are there in the repository. You can be using them. So the basic example will be, you will have the playbook wherein after creating the analytics rule, you are getting the incident generated. So as soon as the incident is populated in the incident queue, you will send notification about it to your SOC team on Microsoft Teams, some private channel for the SOC. There are automation rules which will help you to assign this incident to some SOC analyst. Will change its severity, its tag can be changed, or some task can also be, if you can write the functions in the scripting JSON, will be attached with it. So automation rule and playbooks will allow you to investigate the incidents, the scope, more scope of or the more number of incidents can be done. Now these playbooks you can run manually, maybe for testing or you suspect anything, or automation can also be there when the incident and alert is appearing. So what are these playbooks? They are based on the workflows which are built in Azure Logic Apps, which means that you get all the power and customizability and built-in templates of the Logic app. But some charges will be associated with this. You should have the role as well. You should have the subscription as well to proceed with this. And from the Azure portal, you should look for Logic apps. Here, if I show you in the portal.azure.com, in the content hub, content type, there are more than 500 playbooks. So you can be using them, not necessarily everything from the scratch you will be creating. So what does playbook says? This is for the Cisco Cloud Security. DNS Essentials, Google Platform, firewall related. Add IP to TI allow list. Block IP to block IP, add new rule. Block IP, add to PI group. So these are the tasks which can be automated by availing this plague. Now here you find the now benchmarks are what? They are guidelines, security guidelines. So whenever you are getting some recommendations, so you need to remediate those, fulfill those. So they can also be automated with the help of these playbooks. So you got playbooks related to various tasks which will help you to not only investigate the incident or remediate the incident, but you are also getting the playbooks so that you will improve the security posture of your environment. Try to improve your security score by automating the task and completing them on fast track. If I search here as a logic app, you find you will be able to create a logic app with your active subscription only. So this is mandatory. So generally you will find all the resources which you are deploying in this portal.azure.com infra part. They will come under your subscription in some resource group. And rest of the things you find while it is creating. If you go to the Sentinel, maybe this lab environment is not allowing us to proceed with this. Let me check whether Here you will find in the Sentinel environment under automation, rules are there and active playbooks are there. So we do not find any playbook is there. Playbook template, notify when the incident severity is changed. Notify when the incident is closed. Post message on Teams. Basic email. Message on Slack. So you can use these templates as well in your environment with the logic they have already configured. To whom you want to notify, that you will have to give Teams channel ID, Teams ID, where you want to connect it with the managed identity. So that option you will find, review and create. So whatever here you find, these fields we have not populated. Whatever here you find, and you should have a role also. Unless and until you have a role, here you will find roles are also there related to automation task. So you should be Sentinel playbook operator, then logic app contributor, lets you manage logic app but not access them. Likewise. So RBAC, with RBAC, you will be able to proceed with this. So logic apps is the feature which allows you to configure the playbooks, and lot many inbuilt templates also you have for the playbooks. If you go to the next document, you find create a playbook from the template which will perform automatically check and record IP address reputation information in the incident. So you find that it is been accessed from the, let me magnify this for you. It has been accessed from the templates, deployed on the subscription, connected with. So this is the view I wanted to show you in the logic app. And here, if you check, code view is there. So if you are good with the code building or working with the code, this view you will explore. And if you want to use this UI way, you are getting this. So here you will find development tool, logic app designer is the option which is giving you access to this. Otherwise, you won't be able to edit. Then whether everything is configured properly or not, you can trigger it from here and check on the configuration part. Here you will have the configuration options to connect it with your Slack, Outlook, WhatsApp, Teams, or any other. Maybe it's IT ticketing. You need to create the ticket for performing the task via automation, and then also resolved, that can also be done. You find you will be able to check on the code view as well as UI with and extend this template. So logic apps are giving you the feature of automation of the tasks. There are search jobs. If you have the logs in your archival storage or the auxiliary type of logs, you won't be able to explore them with the help of KQL. So such logs you need to search using the search job. It creates a table for them, and this table you have to restore in your log analytics workspace. It's a very, very costly operation. You'll find that one alert symbol, orange symbol, will always be associated with that, and it will tell you if you do not require it, delete it. So that is your search job feature to get the data from the archival storage. Initiate search job to get the data between certain time stamp, time interval, restore it. And this is the final topic. If you feel that you want to use the machine learning feature, data analytics features, custom visualization, more refined visualizations, because in this Microsoft portal, you are using Power BI. You may feel that you want to customize it with machine learning and Python. So in that case, there is a feature of hunt with the notebook. So lot many machine learning models are there. Same feature you will be able to explore here. We'll go to the portal and check on that. You can connect the external repositories also with the Sentinel. So here you find the code, but the feature connection you will be able to check on from Sentinel. Select the workspace. Here notebook is there. This is under threat management section only. So go through this. You have the templates also, models also for this. Do you have any notebook here? No. So first you will start with the Azure Machine Learning workspace creation. You'll have workspace, and then it will allow you to configure and start with connecting it with your Python kernel. So that also you will require. So likewise, you can avail the facility of machine learning, big data analytics, Python for threat hunting with the Microsoft Sentinel tool. So yeah, that was all from my side. Now we are open for the queries. If you have any query, please put it in the chat. I will be able to take it for next 10 minutes before winding up the session. NLP AI, NLP you will be able to use if you are using the Microsoft Security Copilot. And Security Copilot needs to be integrated with your Sentinel and other environment also. So using NLP, if you say you are instructing Copilot to investigate any incident ID or any incident, so definitely that is possible. You connect Security Copilot with all your environments. It is also giving you the reports also. So yeah, and that is AI based tool. Costing part, yeah, definitely the costing will be more related to your log analytics workspace, playbooks, everything which you are deploying on your let me share the document related to that costing part. So this is the you need to select the proper region here. I've shared the Microsoft Sentinel pricing. Then what we have. Yes, for getting the data from the endpoints, you need to onboard your endpoints and get the data from there. Sentinel 1 is different product, yes, and Microsoft Sentinel is different. The cost will also be involved when you transfer the logs from log analytics workspace to your archival storage. That cost will also be there. Which type of data source you will be using for archiving the logs. The costing part will increase depending on that source also, because for compliance reason and everything auditing, you need to have the backup for certain amount of time. Can be auto-complete incident. Auto-complete in the sense you assign it, you investigate and close it. So yeah, certain sort of automation is there by the portal only, Defender. So automated investigation completion is there. Yes, in the Defender it is there. When you talk about the Sentinel, then you have to configure the playbooks. Defender definitely has that feature. Restrictions are there. How many number of machines are involved or how many users are involved. And automation also can be full semi. So yeah. Yeah, I have shared my ID as well.
I request everyone to please do fill the feedback form and do redeem your learning achievement badges. I've shared the link in the chat box. It's a humble request, everyone. Please do give the feedback. It's really important for us. So once you are done giving the feedback and redeeming your badge, you can end this session. I hope everyone enjoyed this session. Thank you so much once again.
Yeah, requesting everyone to please provide your valuable feedback. Do redeem the batches. You can get the course link there. Use your personal email ID for redeeming the badges. Redeeming the code and get the badges and trophies. You'll also get the related links, Microsoft Learn links. If you redeem this code, you'll get the badge and trophy, and related course link will also be there. Use your personal email IDs there, Microsoft profile. I hope it was an informative session. Thank you all. Thank you for connecting.